Please, does anyone know the TikTok I'm talking about? I feel like I'm going crazy. Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y, and this has to be an absolutely maddening feeling. The thing that this person was looking up was friend who is secretly Chinese. In the AI overview and all the extra links that they had were showing there are no search results that would explain why you would have a friend who's secretly Chinese. Spiritually Chinese friend. One friend who you suspect is Chinese. The friend who you know is Chinese but can't prove it. Just dokes imagery after dokes imagery. They couldn't figure it out. White guy who is actually Chinese meme. The closest thing I can think of is those white guys who can speak Mandarin and then go into Chinese restaurants and try to shock the people who own the establishment by speaking in fluent, perfect Mandarin. But that's not what we're talking about today. This is an actual real thing that you might even have thought of something similar in the back of your head. I'll get around to that, but let's first look at what this person was talking about. I can't find it either, but I remember the premise being like glasses that let you read your friend's mind, and this was what gave it away. This was the golden goose. This was like the piece of information that June over here needed to piece together this web.
Dude, what do you think of my new V-neck? I just got it at H&M. I'm deeply insecure about my appearance, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really respect you as a person, so I'll just sort of mindlessly validate you.
Dude.
It looks great, man. That's fine.
And that's the early conceit of the sketch. It's like, you think it's going in a completely different direction where it's just going to be increasingly meaner and meaner language that these supposed friends have about each other. But there's an even bigger secret lurking in the background than these guys' hidden animosity for each other.
Yeah, man. So yeah, did you hear about the photo thing?
Oh my god, dude. The best part is the fit stays the same. Any person of any race can wear any clothes, but that is a Chinese man pretending to be white. I also love the implication that only when you have Chinese vision on can you tell when someone has detected you, and they can have different body movements depending on which lens you're using.
Oh my god. Whoa. That guy's Chinese.
Yeah, I'd be asking myself if I was seeing things too, man. That would scare the shit out of me. And I'm at least 1% Chinese. I'm told I was made there. Robot parts and all that, you know how it goes.
You guys want to get Chinese food later?
Hey, you want to get Chinese food later? This shit is so fucking good, man. Would you guys believe me if I told you that I've seen this sort of thing more than once? But before we get too deep in the rabbit hole there, I feel like I should explain the origins of this. Something being unexpectedly or secretly Chinese has nothing against the thing that happens to be Chinese. It is only momentary shock because it came as a surprise. The only thing it was unexpected. There's nothing beyond that. There's no reason to dig deeper, and it all originates from this post that's actually 3 years old at this point. There's this unironic Christian TikToker who had this incredible bit that I don't think I've let leave my brain since I first watched it, and it's where the origin of the term comes from. When you get to heaven, but it's Chinese.
No, it's fine. I just didn't think it would be Chinese, is all.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't expecting that, you know? And I don't know what it is, but this stuff just keeps coming back around where heaven, for a lot of people brain rotted properly on TikTok, has just become canonized as a Chinese place. Back when people were joking about the rapture happening, there were people saying that Christians getting raptured and seeing what heaven really looks like. 3 years apart, these TikToks were made, mind you. This was made in the last month. Chinese Jesus? You can't deny that this rendition of Chinese heaven does look heavenly. It's kind of beautiful, man. And from that original TikTok was also birthed the saying, no, it's fine, I just didn't expect it to be Chinese, which is a funny misquoting, one of those things where it's Luke, I am your father, when it's actually, no, I am your father. It's, I didn't think it would be Chinese. You know, these things evolve over time. The funniest thing is that this is the original post and it only has 100,000 likes of its own, but as people have noted in the comments, it gets mentioned everywhere. Little did we know the cultural impact it would have. No other TikTok can ever top this. Feels like a Family Guy cutaway. But yeah, you'll see shit like this all over Twitter as well. On that topic of the glasses that reveal people's true character thing, things unexpectedly being Chinese is my new favorite comedic bit of the 2020s. It's a good bit, I just didn't expect it to be Chinese.
I wish you could talk. Look, a shooting star. Coco, you're changing.
Now, the conceit of this is that you don't see it coming because you have no context for what's supposed to come next. Obviously, by the topic of this video being about things that you aren't expecting to be Chinese, I think we know what's coming up next, but I think the punchline still works for the most part. Oh god, that is a surprisingly violent transformation than compared to what I was expecting.
Blanco, speak!
我终于可以说话了，谢谢你。我们将进行很多冒险。
I don't know why you would expect him to speak English by default, man. Mandarin is a very commonly spoken language as well, and if you think about it, dogs already do kind of speak different languages, depending on like what language the words you trained them on to do commands were in. Some dogs speak Spanish because they only respond to Spanish commands. Same goes for English, same goes for Mandarin. Gengar is Chinese. Here's why. I don't want to know the why. I want to be left in dumbfounded surprise for the entirety of the time that I'm consuming this thing. Another question people have is not just that it is Chinese, but how Chinese in total? How Chinese is something when you put all of it together? Okay, this one cracks me the fuck up, dude. Who would win? Non-binary Ludwig or Wasian Northern Lion? From the Librarian Northern Lion account, you are valid. You are allowed. You are Chinese. And this shit makes me laugh so fucking hard because this was a point of contention for some people who are out on the joke. Look at how many fucking comments are on this subreddit. Confused about a joke on stream today. Probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but what was with the joke about Librarian calling Northern Lion Chinese? I think it's perfectly okay to make jokes about racial identity if the person is comfortable, which Ryan seems to be. Northern Lion clarified that the joke was just calling himself Chinese for no reason. But I'm gonna stop you right there. The reason that they call him Chinese Northern Lion is because there's a Chinese Northern Lion. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Oh, it's so good, dude. Here we have.
Dickhead, why you wearing that stupid ass shit? You're not even Chinese.
What you mean? I'm from Atlanta.
I would say that, like, Atlanta is spiritually part of mainland China if I had to pick any city. What could literally be considered surprisingly Chinese as far as American locales go is, like, Idaho in the 1850s for some fucking reason. By, like, 1870, around a third of Idaho's population was Chinese, which unfortunately led to a lot of anti-Chinese sentiment, but it also meant that 100 years later we got to make this joke. Pioneers going west in 1870 when you get to Idaho, but it's Chinese. Just a big surprise for everybody involved, but they were probably a little less nice about it than like maybe us talking about this now. Circling back to the heavenish Chinese thing, I do kind of love the idea that anytime we make a joke about a guy passing away, if we think they're gonna go to heaven, they're always gonna be in for a shock what they find up there. It's just like, who could have predicted it, man? Who could have possibly seen it coming? And then this last one is a little more menacing if you think about it. I'm not asking you to become Chinese. I'm saying when the time is right, you will look in the mirror and already be Chinese. No, it's fine. I just didn't expect to become Chinese. Had a full conversation with my friend the other day. About 30 minutes in, we realized we were speaking Chinese the entire time and just hadn't noticed. It can happen to the best of us, guys. This entire video has been in Mandarin and you just didn't realize how fluent at the language you were. Anyways, I think that's all we're gonna milk out of this one. That kwytebox email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.